This is Arthur. I'm the one editing the podcast. I just want to say sorry for the delay. We got about 2 weeks without posting any podcast. It was supposed to release the Hacking Slash one last week, but I got sick and Kamui had to do a surgery. He's fine. We are all fine now, and we already recorded a Hacking Slash podcast, but due to all the things that happened, we couldn't post it. So I went on ahead and I'm saying, really, we are sorry for this. Well, now it's on. So sorry again, and enjoy. Thanks for the support, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay? Bye, and enjoy! Okay, hello there! So, this is Arthur.
I'm a sexy dinosaur! Rawr!
I'm here with teacher Kamui.
Hello! Sonic's the name, speed's my game.
And Mr. Revolts.
Hi.
I'm Batman.
I am Groot!
And this is Joys3ck, once again.
Welcome.
For this podcast, we'll talk a little about the hacking slash genre and some of its games. So stay tuned, but first, just remind you guys that we are on Kamui Plays.
Yay.
So subscribe, give us a like, or maybe a dislike, I don't know.
Leave a comment.
Leave a comment. Your feedback is always
Important.
and we are always attending to it.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, let's start. The hacking slash genre. Revolts, you did some research there, man.
Yes.
So please enlighten us.
Well, the term hack and slash it born on D&D.
The Dungeons and Dragons pen and paper.
Now it was first born in a magazine called Dragon. It was a typical
It was a
D&D
it's a
magazine
popular
on the
RPG.
70s. It's kind of an old.
I think it's still published today.
I think
Yes, yes.
It
Probably.
has
Probably yes.
I don't know if the same name, but it's
here in Brazil, it's still the same name.
Oh,
I
okay.
know because there's the Tormenta RPG.
Yes,
okay,
and I have
okay,
some
okay.
students they play Tormenta. So.
And there's
Yeah.
a new Tormenta coming, so they are still
Nice.
strong here. I don't know about internationally.
The term they create the term because some people don't want to play D&D for the story and the lore in general. They just want to
Beat the
beat
cells
the
up.
shit up of the
Little
monsters and
mobs.
everyone.
Yeah.
So they kind of create.
Go for the action.
Yeah, that actually the kind of the thing
Yeah.
they create to just fight monsters and beat the
Get some
hell out.
XP. So yeah, but for our podcast, we'll talk about the hacking slash on video games, on consoles, and how it came to be. So it's a little different from Dungeons and Dragons, but that's okay. The term still qualifies.
Yeah, just a little bit of history.
Yeah, it's always nice to see how pen and
Video
paper
games. Yeah.
develops into video games.
Yes.
But I believe the first, or at least some consider the first, the hacking slash game. It kind of was born with Ninja Gaiden, but as we talked about a little earlier, it was kind of experimental era, and at least personally, I take the first Devil May Cry as the first real hacking slash.
Yeah, it's the
the genre.
modern
Yeah.
hack and slash
It
because
defined the
we have Golden
genre.
Axe on Genesis, we have Ninja Gaiden on
NES.
NES.
there was
So
the
I
Strider
think,
game.
the Strider, but I think Devil May Cry creates the modern hack and slash.
The
So we
patterns to
can we
follow.
can begin with that
Yeah.
starting point.
Yes.
So yeah, well, just so we leave this clear, we are taking a more free flow approach this time. So we're gonna talk everybody at the same time because this will be much more of a conversation than sessions. And we are not really focusing on specific games, but rather on the franchise and its evolution for the genre. Because we are not really journalists. We are just the final consumers, the gamers. So, okay, the history of Devil May Cry is that it was supposed to be the Resident Evil 4, and Dante was supposed to be Leon. That
was a prototype.
Yeah, but Leon at the time that was Dante, that was Leon. At the time was Tony Headsgrave. Yeah, it was his name, his original name.
Okay.
And
Well,
bonus note: Headsgrave is the city on Devil May Cry 5, the Headgrave city, and Tony Headgrave is the fake name that Dante uses on his
cool. No, it's a cool
agency
reference.
of killing demons.
Cool reference. Nice.
It's very
Redgrave.
Yeah.
That's a lovely name for a city.
Well,
so. Okay, Devil May Cry came out on 2001.
For the PS2?
For the PS2, and it brought a very different and fast combat based on combos and especially style. That was the very thing with the hack and slash games, style. Not so much as story, but combat, gameplay, and actually style. Points on where you can beat the demons or the enemies, whatever, but making higher ranks on the score system.
You have to kill the demons, but you have to kill them beautifully.
Yeah.
With style.
with style. Exactly.
You have to make it nice. And well, Devil May Cry got a sequel on 2003.
I don't remember.
Was in
I don't
2003,
remember.
but it was
kind of disgusting.
Yeah, it was kind of crappy game with another team that produced.
It has some cool stuff. Like
yes, the bloody
walking the wall
policy,
and
the style animations.
Yeah.
But the first Devil May Cry was the crown jewel of the time, because we had some of the developers from Resident Evil, but also had some developers from the Street Fighter series that originated this combo system for a new action game. But then we got a little further in time. It came Devil May Cry 3 that established everything.
Yeah.
That was the big ass hacking slashing game of the time. Okay, because Ninja Gaiden was kind of dead for a while. Then it got resurrected on the Xbox, the original
the first
Xbox.
one, the first Xbox. Yeah,
I personally don't like Ninja Gaiden very much. I'm more on
I like it, but I prefer Devil May Cry, of course.
Yeah, Devil May Cry, I don't know, it's more interesting.
Yeah.
I think
The lore of this game is more
Yeah,
interesting.
The combat is better because
Yeah.
it's more fluid, it's faster. Like Ninja
Ninja
Gaiden
Gaiden-
is fast, whatever, but it's more technical. I mean, it's different.
and I don't think Ninja Gaiden has a score system, something like that.
No, it has.
Has?
It has.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't remember. Man.
it has.
But okay, so around that time, the Japanese developers kind of started making fun from the American developers, the Western developers, because the Western people, they don't really knew how to make a hack and slash game. But then a little tiny studio called Santa Monica brought us a Nikon, a bald, angry guy full of testosterone. Kratos came out to the game. Kratos came out to simply beat the shit out of everyone and show that the West could do some fucking good ass
Hack and slash game.
hack and slash game.
Yeah.
Goddamn, God of War is so fun. I know you don't really like him,
Yeah, I
but
don't like so much,
but-
but I recognize and I know how important it is. Okay.
yeah, in the end, God of War, man, it was a monster of a game, and showed that the West could do some very interesting shit, man.
I like God of War more than I like
Devil May Cry? I'm
For
in the
me,
middle.
For me, it's
I'm in
the
middle.
best hack and slash.
Not for me, but okay.
I'm in the middle, but okay. So we got on the PS3 and Xbox 360 era, where we got again Devil May Cry 4, which was also another beast, although not that of a beast
It
like
had a
Devil May
lot
Cry
of
3.
Mechanical problems.
It had a lot of
So,
repetition.
Yeah.
You had to backtrack all the map with all the missions with you pass half the game with Nero.
Nero and half the game with Dante.
Yeah, but you backtrack everything
Yeah,
with
it's
Dante.
kinda boring.
It was kind of very boring.
Yeah.
Although Dante was much more interesting to fight because he had more options than Nero. But then again, Santa Monica came out and said, "Okay, let's put the stakes a little higher and give us God of War 3 that was a fucking masterpiece." God damn, that game's so awesome. I think of the old God of War is my favorite.
It's the end of an era, so because
Yeah.
it's technically Kratos will.
Yeah, it is the
never-
ending of the Kratos story on the Great War, but although it was not the last God of War of the PS3 era. We had,
Yeah, we have the
Ghost of
Ascension,
Sparta and
Ghost of
then
Sparta,
Ascension.
It was for PSP.
But it came out after.
Yeah, after
On-
remaster.
Yeah, HD
Ghost
collection.
Ghost of Sparta and the other, the Chains of Olympus.
Yeah, but Chains of Olympus was after the first God of War.
Yes,
Although
but they come to
they are for the
PS3 after.
PSP. Well, okay, so around that time, Capcom was kind of a little lost on the game. Part of their develop team went out to make the Platinum Games developer, and they started to give their franchises to Western developers to see what they would do with their franchises. And we got some crazy shit with some very weird games. But Ninja Theory got the Devil May Cry franchise. And we got the DMC reboot that I know the Revolts hates it.
I love it.
We love it. It's a
me and
fucking awesome
Arthur-
game.
I
we
like
love
the
it.
gameplay, but the rest sucks.
Come on, man.
Nah,
The
nah,
levels
nah,
are
nah,
awesome.
that kind of- that-
direction is awesome.
Ninja Theory has a
Dante.
very
No.
awesome artistic direction.
Yeah.
And they also did Heavenly Sword and
That I didn't
the
play.
Enslaved game with.
I like that
Enslaved
game.
is
I
good.
like that game.
Enslaved is
I like it a lot.
It's
Enslaved.
more of a
It's a Goku
platformer.
game. It's a Goku game because
It's the
It's
story.
inserts
it's the
with
story.
a monkey suit.
yeah, it's the legend of the same legend as of
Yeah,
Goku.
yes.
It's very good.
Really, it's really
But
nice.
sadly,
But-
again, it didn't sell.
Yeah, it
it's
didn't
not too
sell.
much.
Yeah.
Well, Ninja Theory don't
It's not
always
lucky.
stuck the landing of their games,
Yeah.
although their games are mostly good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Enslaved is an awesome game.
Yes.
DMC also, and Senua Hellblade, it's their masterpiece, I think.
I need
But
to play.
this one, at least, it sold
Yeah, the
very
game-
well. It got a port for the Switch recently.
The DMC?
No, Senua.
The Hellblade one.
Hellblade.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
year.
the DMC had a remastered definitive edition for the PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about. Before we talk about Platinum, although, we must say that we are not going to mention Nier Automata more than I already doing, because Nier Automata, it's kind of like what 14 games on
7
one.
games in one. It's kind of
Yeah.
Tiamat.
It has hack and slash, bullet hell,
Yeah.
action game, action RPG,
Shmup, and
shmup.
Yeah.
it made you cry like
Almost
a baby when
had
you
Musou,
finish
I
the
don't know.
game. Yeah, it has a lot
Artistic
of...
stuff.
We're gonna
whatever.
talk about Nier Automata on some on
Probably.
next podcast with artistic games, but not on this one. For now, we'll take a bite on Bayonetta. That was the first big game from Platinum. Then it was by the hands of the very same guy that made Devil May Cry that I don't really know because he's some Japanese crazy
Yeah, I
man.
don't remember his name.
Yeah, me too.
But the idea was, what if I did Devil May Cry with a woman, a hot-ass woman,
With big boobs.
with big boobs and guns on their shoes?
I love big boobs.
Yeah. And I hate Bayonetta, okay?
Nah, you don't. You love it, you little bitch.
Yeah, if you follow me on my channel for some time, you know that I love Bayonetta because I play it all the time. So,
Yeah, Bayonetta 1, it's very awesome.
but the
second one is the masterpiece.
Yeah.
Is where Nintendo said, okay, we need an action game that is awesome,
Yeah.
just awesome.
Yes.
And the guy said, okay, give me money.
Yeah,
And
nobody
that's all.
wanted to give me money, and you want, so let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. And I think the only problem with Bayonetta 2 is that it's Wii U or Switch only,
Yeah.
Nintendo only.
Nintendo only, that's the main problem.
The main
I bought the Wii U just to play Bayonetta 2, and I don't regret it, but
Bayonetta, the second game, it's so awesome.
yes,
It's so awesome.
it's incredible.
But before Bayonetta 2, Platinum released a spin-off from the Metal Gear series that Revolts again hates it, and we love it.
That
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
That is Metal Gear Rising,
And like
Revengeance.
Arthur loves Metal Gear. I
love Metal Gear,
But you don't like
I
Rising.
hate.
but I like the
Rising.
story, the characters. I don't like to play Metal Gear.
Dude, you like Metal Gear Survive, you don't like
But I like Rising.
Metal Gear Rising.
You bought the pre-order of
Pre-order
Survivor.
of Metal Gear
pre-order-
Survive.
you
have
pre-order Metal
more
Gear
than
Survive,
100
man.
hours
Man, you did
on
Metal Gear
Fallout,
Survive.
Metal Gear, and
Come on,
Anthem.
come
So,
on.
well, it's our
Fuck
money.
Anthem, fuck EA. Okay, so yeah, Metal Gear Rising had some
Boring
spec-
stuff. All
no,
boring stuff.
no,
is
come on.
It's
The
not
soundtrack
boring.
is awesome. The level
Everything
design
is
is a
awesome.
little bland. The bosses
It's
are
not.
the bosses are awesome.
It's a
Monsoon,
great
Monsoon,
piece
the
of
guy with the you
Yeah.
can cut him. It's so
a
awesome.
great piece of shit too.
Ah, shut the fuck
Wipe
up,
my
man.
ass.
But Rising had a defensive mechanic. Do you remember?
Yeah,
it's a
it's
a
a
parry.
it's a parry.
And then you have that cuts
Yeah,
that
the
you put
slow motion.
cuts. And
Ah, it's such a
was very
such a fun
very
game,
good.
such a
Very
fun
good,
game.
very good.
You were bored. Okay, moving on. We're gonna talk about some indie games that stole out the show because stole out the show. Okay, stole the show because after this spike on little spike on hack and slash, the big AAA developers they kind of forgot it because it's not a genre that was giving a lot of money at the time.
And then they start making only open world games.
Yeah, because it's how you show off your
Yeah.
big ass engine with big ass flares and blah blah blah.
We had a lot of open world games,
Yeah.
and the hack and slash genre kind of go to sleep.
Yeah, we had some.
Went to sleep.
Yeah, but the indie game, the indie scenery took a little the banner with Dead Cells, Hype Light Drifter, Fury,
Fury's really
and
nice.
the more recent one that I saw on Steam, it's Katana Zero. Man, really, you gotta see the trailer.
No.
It's a very fun game.
We will see.
There's
I wanna see.
another game that I don't really like because I think it's very similar to the old Ninja Gaiden ones. It's called The Messenger. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
You played some part on
I
60
didn't play, but I
bits. You know the game?
Yes!
So awesome, right?
I forgot about
Katana
it.
Zero is so fucking awesome.
Jeez, I wanna play this.
This game is so goddamn awesome.
beautiful.
It has so many colors.
I know. I remember now, yes.
I'm sorry.
Really, 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 really beautiful.
There's also the one that looks a little Dark Souls, the Blasphemous.
Blasphemous isn't
Yeah.
released yet.
Yeah, but it's
But I
just
think it's not gonna be very... Oh, yeah.
Ah,
whatever, yeah.
We
I
can
guess
talk
so.
about
I think-
Salt and Sanctuary as well.
oh yeah.
It's a really hard game. I wanna die, wanna play, but yeah.
Before we take on the new rising of the hack and slash, we gotta comment about some games that got forgot, like Chaos Legion.
I love
That
Chaos
was-
Legion. It was a game for PS2
Yes,
at the same time of the original DMC. So
Yeah.
if you guys don't
it was
know
a
the
kind of
game,
second team that
Yeah.
made it.
It's from Capcom as well. So if you don't know this game, you play it because it's really nice.
Yeah, find some way to emulate because I know it's a very difficult game to find.
Yeah.
I tried a lot, like Dirges and Cerberus from the.
Maybe it's available on the PS3.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I
I
don't-
never saw it.
No,
Okay.
Never.
I don't know if the PS Now program have. But well, Sky Blazer, Strider
Yeah.
had a remaster reboot.
Actually, it was a
remake.
reboot.
Yeah,
It was a reboot. They took the hack and slash gameplay and then
spinning around with Metrovania.
Metrovania.
Yeah, it's a really, really amazing.
Yeah, and it's,
Sky Blazer, it's kind of a Super Nintendo Strider.
Mhm.
It's good.
Yeah, it was the experimental era.
Yeah, exactly. We had a wonderful 101 for the Wii U that Platinum wants to bring to the Switch. I hope so.
The No More Heroes,
No more
Game.
More
heroes.
Heroes.
Dance
for the
Inferno.
Wii,
Dance Inferno, that was kind of another crappy game, although it's fun.
Yeah, well, it's
And
a
It's
hack
a
and
God of-
slash.
it's
so
a God of
And
War
we have
ripoff.
something also
Yeah.
important. Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega
Yeah,
Man.
when you play
Because,
with
but wait, okay, we know Mega Man is not a hack and slash game.
I
But
know, it's a side
when you
scroller.
put zero-
But
when Mega Man X4 was released
and you could
and
play
we
with
could
Zero.
play as Zero,
Zeros.
it turned into a hack and slash game.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really a marvelous
I mean,
thing.
it was not at the time, but the idea was there.
Yes. Like
we can talk about Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
Yes,
1
yes.
and 2.
That was
I
another God of
really-
War
yeah.
ripoff.
Yeah,
I really
love
love
the
this
first
game.
one. I never played
Yeah,
the second.
I
I
love the
love the
second
first
and
one.
I hate the
I
first.
like them.
Well,
I mean, man, the second game in opening, it's so awesome. With
Yeah,
the
but-
lines from Symphony of the Night
Yeah.
and Dracula old, like an old hag.
yeah, no, I watched it.
But Dracula become a
videos,
rat
but,
to flee from
Yeah, that's
some
the
boring
one
stuff.
of the problems
But
with
we
the
can
game.
talk about Onimusha.
Yes, the Onimusha game that was developed almost
the
to
same
align
time.
with
It's
Devil May
from
Cry.
Capcom as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I want
Especially Onimusha 3 that has a lot of
Dude,
hackings like
Onimusha 3 has Genre no.
Mm-hmm.
It's really amazing.
Yeah.
And I
French.
want to talk just say about Darksiders. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think it was a hack and slash.
I don't really think, but
I
we
think
are
the
here.
third one is more.
The third one is more a Souls game because of the
But
level
more hack
design.
and slash.
Yeah.
I didn't play the 3, but I
Yeah, me neither. But I want to play.
Yeah, me too.
You got me.
Yeah,
interested.
we love Darksiders here. So please, Gunfire Games, please don't disappoint us.
Yes.
THQ,
Give us the
please.
3. Give us the 3. We
Give
will
the
play.
fourth. Give the fourth. I want to play with
Give the
Strider.
3, because we can play the 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. Give us
it's
keys.
for free.
Give us keys, please.
Yes.
I want to play as Fury. Her awesome wheel. Well, okay, so let's jump right in on the rise, the new rise of the hacking slash games, because Devil May Cry is back with Devil May Cry 5. A love letter to hacking slash games and to the franchise itself, man.
Yes. Was released this year.
Yes, and it's a really beautiful game. It's
Damn,
fluid,
it's-
it's faster.
It's beautiful.
It's an amazing game.
Yeah.
The RN engine of Capcom.
And play with V, Nero, and Dante gives a fresh start from the
Yes.
franchise. So
Yes.
it's
It's nice.
a nice surprise.
Yeah, it was good for the fans, good for the new
The
fans.
new fans, the
and
old fans, the future fans,
Was
and all
awesome.
fans.
Even
no
the small online features that they
Yeah,
added.
it was.
It's
Yeah.
But
okay.
But it was interesting. It
Yeah,
was
it's
different.
it's
You
not
can play
crappy,
with
it's not
the
tacked on, it's
X-Buster.
just a detail, but it's a detail fun.
It's a fun detail.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a fun detail.
It's yeah,
was
and I
nice.
got gold orbs from
Yeah.
from the guys we
From
play
playing,
It's a
online.
really, really nice surprise. And
Yeah.
you can
And-
use the mods to see the girl.
Yeah, the PC has mods because we know the Japanese developers are trying to censorship some of their games because Western public it's a little sensitive on boobs and asses.
Sensitive.
But that's why we have mod communities. And okay, let's finish this with Bayonetta that we are waiting for the third game.
The third game that is going to be released for the Switch.
And the Nintendo hasn't showed up anything
No.
until...
Just a teaser, no
Yeah.
gameplay, nothing.
We thought we were gonna get something on the E3 and we
Yeah.
got nothing.
Exactly.
Not even a teaser.
Yeah, there is a rumor they're saying it's going to be open world, but let's see. Let's see
Yeah.
what happens.
Nier Automata had an open world section, right?
Yes, but
So I think it's different. I know it's different.
Yeah.
But I think that
I think maybe it's
it
gonna be
could
similar.
work.
yeah,
It could
if
work,
Platinum
but they
did
have to
once, I think
be-
they can do it again
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a better understanding.
Yeah.
So guys, give us your feedback. It's important to us.
Subscribe to Kamui
Subscribe
Play.
to Kamui Play
And follow us on Spotify.
We'll try to put the podcast on Google Podcast,
Podcast.
and iTunes.
Yeah.
We'll-
And we are sorry for the last podcast that we were very, very tired and Kamui
It was
was
good.
sick.
Yeah, I was sick. I'm feeling better.
But guys, we put some gameplays of all the games we're
Yeah.
talking about, so
And
kinda
we are
more
trying to
interesting
do this conversation more a free flow way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a talk, it's a conversation.
I think the
And
session
And
one
the
kinda
games
was
we
a
talk
little
about,
boring.
Chaos Legion, Strider,
Yeah.
wonderful. We will put the gameplay
Mhm.
for you guys could know the games better.
Yeah,
if
we
you
are
have
testing some video and audio stuff.
Yeah,
So
give us
we-
the
we-
feedback. So you know
yeah, we're gonna try make a
what
little
way
more of the
we
podcast.
can-
And guys, if you want to leave a comment on the games we talked about, or if you want to suggest any other hack and slash games that you like,
Or even on another podcast teams.
Yes.
Because we
Yeah.
had listed teams for next programs, but maybe if you have thoughts on specific games, sagas, or even genres that we can take to some games to talk about, please send us a comment, give us your feedback, because we are looking into it. We are trying to do a little better every podcast. But
and
that's
it's
it.
getting better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's getting better.
thank for your feedback.
Thank you for your beautiful ears.
Yeah, you're breathtaking, man. You're all breathtaking.